Brew sponsors Super League on Sky Sports.
Leeds are in this World Club Challenge because they are champions of the Super League, and the story of the 2010 Super League 15 continues on Friday. What about that for a match? Bradford against Wigan, 7:30 Sky Sports High Definition HD1 and in standard definition on Sky Sports 1 as well. And on Friday we have Super League extra time, analysis of the match, interviews with the coaches, a look ahead to the weekend, chats with our guests. Press the red buttons for that or access it via the website. And then on Saturday, it's Wakefield against Huddersfield. Huddersfield, by the way, who lost today, 10 points to 14 at the Gulf Farm Stadium against Warrington. The Warrington Wolves continue on. Wakefield, Huddersfield, 5:30, Sky Sports High Definition HD2 and Sky Sports 2 next Saturday. As I say, they are all out for playing in this competition next year, the World Club Challenge. Leeds, champions of the Northern Hemisphere 4. Melbourne Storm, champions of the Southern Hemisphere 4. Nothing to choose after the first 14 minutes. Leeds are out, Melbourne dawdling. They must know it's raining outside.
Yeah, and it's the tactics are going to prove vital in this second stanza, and that man has a big job on his shoulders now. The responsibility of the skippering the side now that Kevin Sinfield, and that is a very sorry sight to see. Such an influential player, and more so in the kicking department.
Well, he's stayed in his kit and he stayed out there because he wants to go up and he wants to pick the trophy up. Leads his men up, or at least be part of what he hopes will be celebrations.
And you know, it can affect certain players, and I'm referring to Rob Barrow. That responsibility may just give him that extra lift. He seems and appears to me this season to not have that same sort of zip that we've seen from him. And I think in the second half, I think you'll see the likes of Rob Barrow asking a few more questions, taking on this very, very strong defence, of course. And Melbourne and their coach Craig Bellamy, they've often been criticised in the past for slowing things down and to play the ball in the tackle, and we've seen that in the first 40. Will Richard Silverwood, the referee, do exactly the same in this second half?
2 years ago, Leeds beat Melbourne Steer for the Melbourne Storm. Cameron Smith slides the kick in, it ricochets off the foot. Oh, he's offside. Was Maguire offside? They've let it go. Maguire is going to have a go here. Right to the corner, Maguire into the field effort. He'll score the try. But was he offside? I think the referee will hand this upstairs. Greg Inglis leads the protests. Was Danny Maguire in front of the ball as he came off the Leeds player? It looked like he was from up here. The touch judge was very much in line though.
It's a 50-50 call, this. Bang. Oh, has he got one foot in front? It's when he makes a contact. It's a position when the ball makes a contact.
Don't forget though, that camera has some depth.
Here comes the roof.
Danny Maguire, his try is given a length of the field effort. And he is now marshalling the troops and talking to them. So Danny Maguire's try, the first try of the night.
Oh, Delaney's boot. That's what you'd be calling this try. Remember, years and years ago, it was wide to west. Well, it'll be Delaney's boot now. Maguire, I didn't think he had the legs, but he did. That is a vital try. And are they happy? You bet your life they are.
There was a big question mark against it, but Danny Maguire is a big game player. 3 World Club Challenge tries, 3 Grand Finals and tries. And Burrow to try and add the extras. A nudge leads towards glory. He has kicked it! 10-4 the Rhinos.
Celebration. It's on the move.
Taking a quick penalty here. The ball is wide, and here is the try in the corner for McDougall. And Melbourne Storm respond immediately. And the try is given without reference upstairs. There was nothing to question. There was a quick tap taken, and Leeds came in to try and tackle the man who had taken the penalty, and the referee shouted, "Give him 10." They had to drop away, and the Melbourne Storm, Luke McDougall, on his debut here tonight, has come up with a try that will challenge the Leeds Rhinos again.
You'll remember this, and it all came about by the silly penalty they gave away. That put them in good position, and the first opportunity they've had the entire game. The Storm get the ball out wide, and it is well finished. Early in the game, try saver. Later in the match, and he knew that they could get it there. Beautiful pass from Nielsen. What a night for this fella.
They've gone quiet all of a sudden, and look at that for a kick. Scored to level. Leeds' advantage lasted precisely 3 goals tonight with the boot. This for the lead. Never in doubt. Never a question. Leeds 10, Melbourne 12.
And the influence. And before they knew it, McDougall was in for the try.
And then there was the penalty given for back-chatting against Senior. That at the moment separates the two teams. Here is Finch, and here is the try that will win the match from Anthony Quinn. He's not given it yet, but Melbourne is celebrating like they've won the grand final.
Touch on the grounding, please.
In touch on the grounding, it needs checking, it needs checking.
Very close, very close. That's a try.
Maguire tried to keep him out.
No problem. He took the safe option, did Richard Silverwood. He was in a good position, but it won't take Phil Bentham long.
Try is given. And Melbourne Storm gain revenge for what happened 2 years ago. But there's a lot of verbals going on out there.
Quick hands, they went at it, and the war of words continues. Blair tries to calm things down. He knows that Brian McLennan that they've had the opportunities, Eddie.
They have had the opportunities, and I think their frustration on as Cameron Smith tries to just put a bit of icing on the cake, and how about that? 18 points to 10. 4 Australian sides have won this World Club Challenge, and Melbourne tonight become the first to win it twice. There's the final siren. It's joy for Melbourne. It's despair for the Leeds Rhinos. They came here 2 years ago and were beaten. They came here in 2010 and they were intent on revenge and going home with the silverware, and you can see what it means to the players of the Melbourne Storm. It's like they have won the grand final itself.
It's an amazing feeling. You can look at each other in the dressing room and say, we are world champions. And it's a golden opportunity for not many players. Leeds, to be fair, they played exceptionally well.
But they've named the man of the match as Cameron Smith, who kicked magnificently and led them brilliantly. He's with Bill.
Cameron, that was a feisty game from first to last, wasn't it?
Oh, it was, mate. We knew from 2 years ago that it was going to be like that, but that's what it's all about. It's the two best teams in the world at the moment, and I think it lived up to every reputation everyone thought it was going to be, and hope we really entertained the fans tonight.
And it's about keeping your nerve as well, wasn't it? Because it pretty quickly became apparent that there wasn't going to be a lot between the two sides.
No, that's right. There was only, two penalty goal kicks each at the start, and 4 each. There's never going to be too much points difference there. So, but the boys did a great job. We had a lot of young guys in our squad, and they held our nerve, like you said, and we got the points in the end.
going to mention, Rory Cost, Jason, and Jesse Bromwich as well. The youngsters. He left some guys at home, and there were question marks about how they stood up well.
Yeah, they did, mate. And Rory was great. He was great last week against the Quins. And big Jesse Bromwich, he's only a young fella, but come up against a very good fullback tonight and held his own.
Well done tonight, Cameron. You got man of the match as well. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.